Hello, hello. Welcome everybody to the Why I Do What I Do video. Knowing your own story as to why you do what you do, knowing someone's motivation for why they do what they do is very powerful, and that's probably your most powerful story and motivator you can have. So I wanted to share that with you guys today, why I became a chiropractor and also why I went down the road of functional neurology and including that in my practice. Because I get a lot of questions from patients as to chiropractic neurology, how is that different than chiropractic, or is that traditional neurology? And it is kind of a hybrid of those two. So my story started when I was a kid. I was riding my bike down the sidewalk and I ran into a light post on my bike. I wasn't wearing a helmet, and I flew over the handlebars, hit the top of my head on that light post, and I don't really remember much from there other than waking up in the hospital and having a pretty wicked headache. So that injury there led to me experiencing some really bad headaches, very severe headaches. They call them hemiplegic migraines. So I'd get numbness on one whole side of my body, in my face, arm, leg. I would lose vision on one side, so I couldn't see out of one eye. I could put my hand this far in front of my face and I could see nothing. And then I would get this excruciating headache that was a 10 out of 10 pain. I couldn't really think or function because the headache was so bad. I would also lose my speech so that I wouldn't be able to find words. You could show me a pencil and ask me what it was. I knew what it was, but I couldn't get the words out of my mouth. So very similar to a stroke. So there was lots of different workups and doctor's visits and MRI scans and CT scans to try to figure out what was going on, but nothing showed up. So I would take a blood pressure medication to try to avoid getting those severe headaches. And this happened to me multiple times through growing up, playing sports. It happened, there was times I had to leave games because I would get hit kind of in the head if I didn't see it coming, and all of a sudden I'd end up with one of these hemiplegic migraines. So fast forward, I was in high school, and my older brother, Dr. Greg Haas at Harris Family Chiropractic in Stanley, he was in chiropractic school at the time and started telling me about the top portion of the neck, and specifically your C1 vertebra, and how that injury I had as a kid, if it shifted that vertebra out of place and was affecting my brainstem, then when I would get hit, that could trigger those migraines that I was experiencing. So that piqued my interest right away, simply because I had never found a solution for my migraines prior to this. And when I was in college, I started getting adjusted by a chiropractor, and my migraines basically went away. The hemiplegic migraines didn't happen. I've had one or two migraines like that because I've gone too long between adjustments and things like that. And when I get adjusted right after the migraine starts, it stops the migraine. So it doesn't progress, and it tends to get better much, much quicker. So that was my own personal experience with chiropractic, and learning the power of that and knowing how much patients who are suffering with migraines or things they just don't have solutions for, how chiropractic could be a key for them to overcoming that so they don't have to deal with that going on further. So fast forward a little bit further, going on from when I started chiropractic school, even a little bit before that, I started finding out a little bit more about functional neurology and how that could help patients who have had head trauma, which was another aspect of what I suffered from, was concussions. And when I started looking at functional neurology, it was a very unique approach where you don't necessarily need to use medication and surgery to try to help those patients with neurologic symptoms and issues that are brain-based. You're using functional assessment and functional interventions and specific interventions to help the brain to adapt to the environment properly. And that to me really was the solution I was looking for. I was between medical school, looking at going to school for neurology, just didn't feel right. I had seen neurologists in the past, they'd helped me some, but it just didn't seem like it was the answer to my problems. So I really wanted to do something that was going to functionally help people help them function better, help them heal. The surgeries and medications at the time, they're necessary, very important, but do something so they could get better in conjunction with those treatments just that much faster. So that's why I'm here today. I own Midwest Chiropractic Neurology, and I help patients just like me every single day, patients who don't have answers for their problems. I try to create some more understanding, and we try to create a plan for them so they can start to move forward and start to conquer those issues. So I hope this story resonates with people. If you're someone who is looking for answers, like the sign says behind me, difficult roads lead to beautiful destinations, that was my story. It was not easy suffering with those things, but today I'm in a place where I can help other people to get better from those things, and it's really what drives my passion for this. So hope you guys benefit from this. Hope you like this video. Subscribe by clicking the button below. And if you would like to make an appointment, you can go onto our website at midwestchiropracticneurology.com and click on the Book Now button, and that can get you in touch with our office. Have a great day, guys.